Hi, everybody. Welcome to Magic Universe and the second Tarot Talk. If you haven't watched the first Tarot Talk yet, there will be a link to the playlist in the description box below. And in the first video, there's also a small intro as to what Tarot Talk is all about. And if you're interested in a reading or an energy alignment with me, you can go to my website at magicuniverse.co. That's .co. All right. So let's move on to Tarot Talk 2. What does universe want to talk to us about today? Wow, look at the energy of this spread. It's amazing. Yeah, everything just looks so good. So it looks like the message from Tarot Talk 2 from Universe, they want to talk about moving from wherever you are to a better place, like moving on to a better energy, to a better place. And there's this quote from Abraham, from wherever you are, you can always get to where you want to be. And I love that because anytime I'm feeling like, oh my God, what do I do now? Then I remember that and I'm like, okay, there's always a way. There's always a way, right? With the Passion Ignited card, it's talking about letting that fire within you burn. Whatever it is that you're excited about, let that spark, let that take light, and let it move you. Let this card makes me think of, and it doesn't necessarily have to be about music, but if you do love music, you know how like when you play it and you have your eyes closed and you sway with it and you just let that music like pour through you, flow through you. It's letting that fire inside you move you, like how music could move your body. Like the previous card, moving on, it's about movement, right? It's like, so how do you go from this place to the next place, on your journey, on your path? And it's letting that fire, that passion inside move the energy inside you to inspire you to the action that will take you where you need to go. And the Four of Wands is traditionally it's about celebration, about home and family and like marriage and things like that. But in this particular card, I'm seeing it as the four wands woven together as a nest, right, for the bird, because it's the home with the bird. But it's like a foundation that's built on happiness, which is what marriage is, right? And so if you take that same metaphor and you apply it to whatever your passion is, I mean, maybe your passion and your goal is to get married, but it could be also like your for your work or for whatever it may be that you're wanting to create in your life. Having a foundation set that's based on that happiness, based on a passion that's ignited. And especially since the next card is the Ten of Cups, and that talks about like supreme, complete, ultimate emotional fulfillment. That's like joy. That's like having everything, that type of joy. There's like I feel like there's a progression in the first line of like, the first card is like, here's where you are, and you're moving forward, and you're moving forward because you're inspired from something inside you, and then you set up a foundation based on that passion, right? And then you move on to like ultimate fulfillment of happiness, right? Do you feel that progression of the energy? So I feel like that first line is about letting your emotion guide you to where you want to go. And then in the second line, it's the same thing, except I feel like it's more a manifestation of that emotion. So, like with the first card, the Fool on the left side at the bottom, there's like a carefree attitude. There's the starting of a journey. There's it's kind of like I'm getting the message that wherever you are, like today, at this very moment, is a new start. And I say this to people all the time. Like, every day I wake up, every morning I wake up, I'm a new baby and I start fresh. And and that's a really healthy attitude to have. And I actually learned this from one of my coworkers from a previous job, because he's just like a easygoing guy, and he doesn't, nothing really ruffles his feathers and stuff like that. But he doesn't really remember anything like past 10 minutes, you know? He has like a super short-term memory. And when I first met him, I'm like, wow, that's an awesome attitude to have, to be happy, to stay happy, like nothing bothers you. You have a little skirmish with somebody, and 10 minutes later, you forgot about it already, right? So I was like, I'm gonna adopt that. I always say to him, when I grow up, I want to be just like you. And he's like, why? But, and he never understood why I looked up to him. But I do, because it's like when you have that attitude of everything is fresh, every day I wake up, I'm a fresh new thing, then it's like, oh, I'm so excited about life, because you don't remember anything from before that didn't work. You know what I mean? You just have a really positive, oh wow, look, today is amazing. And then you go forward with your day, and everything else is just forgotten. But anyway, yeah, that's what the Fool card reminds me of. It's just being a fresh new baby, even if you're in the middle of your journey, trying to create what it is that you want to create. Have a fresh attitude about it every day, every moment, and be like, all right, this is awesome. Let's go, let's have this adventure. And so that's why I feel like the Fool card is about. It's being carefree like that, and having no burdens, because he has only that little bundle with him on his stick. He's not bringing a lot of baggage from behind. And then moving on to the Nine of Cups, that's like wish fulfillment. I mean, look, we have both the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Cups. Like, that's everything. And then with the Chariot, that's forward movement also. But I feel like with the Chariot, especially with this Chariot, where there's like two horses, and there's a black horse and a white horse, and they're just kind of like running wildly. I feel like this is talking about, on your journey, you might hit some bumps in the road, or you might have to swerve a little bit to either avoid some obstacles, or maybe your journey just takes you on some twisted path it's not a direct path. I feel like this Chariot is talking about keep moving forward. Don't let those setbacks or delays or seeming obstacles, or even just questions that you might not automatically have a solution or an answer for. Don't let those things make you doubt your journey. Don't let those things hold you back from moving forward. Keep your heart inspired. Keep your heart ignited. Keep moving forward towards your dream. Because look what comes next is the Nine of Pentacles. That, I feel like, Pentacles are more physically manifested form of energy. So Pentacles could talk about money. Pentacles could talk about achievements. They're like the more physical, reality based energy than the Cups. The Cups are about emotions. So Nine of Cups is about wish fulfillment. It's about happiness. And then the Nine of Pentacles is about the achievement of those dreams. And they're very similar. They really are very similar. But Nine of Pentacles also talks about like the fruition and the harvesting of all of the things that happened before, like coming, resulting in something that's physical, that's manifested. And Nine of Pentacles is also about like independence and self-sufficiency. And also with the falcon on her hand, on her glove, it talks about not only have you succeeded up until this moment, but like forward looking, there's more success to come. And then with the Co-Create card, this is, I think Mostly, this card is talking about co-creating with spirit, co-creating with your spiritual team on manifesting not just one project or like one goal or physical goals that you might have. It's talking about co-creating your life, you know. It's talking about you desiring something, following that joy, following that passion, moving to like taking action to move towards what it is that you want to experience in your life when you're feeling the inspiration and the inner guidance to do so, and letting the universe provide and give you and call you and nudge you and urge you, you know, like all of those urges and nudges are coming from within. That's the inspiration, is from your source, is from your inner being, your higher self calling you forward, and then you allowing yourself to be guided by that inner calling to create. And I feel like that little egg at the bottom of the card, every goal that hatches and comes into manifestation and being, there will always be more eggs and more calling from within. And it's like a continual process that extends, you know, to eternity, right? Like you wanting something and then aligning with spirit on it, and it manifesting, and you asking for more things, because from every point you're going to move on to the next thing. From every you know, whatever goal that you achieve, then from that point you're going to want something from that point, you know, something different from that point. So this whole message looks to be about movement, and it's like starting from right now, moving on to the next thing, but then also movement throughout your entire life to continually be inspired by things and then to move forward towards it and be fresh about it, and to allow your dreams to come true. Don't talk yourself out of things, you know. Let yourself communicate, co-create your life with spirit. Let them call you to things, and then follow the calling and keep moving forward. And when something is complete in one sense, be inspired again, be a fresh new baby, and keep moving forward. And if anybody is in a place right now where you're not feeling any movement, say even physically, like if physically you're not feeling any movement, get up and move your body, sway, play some music, dance, just move your body. If you're feeling stagnant in your emotions, allow yourself to believe. Don't talk yourself out of just feeling joy, you know. Do something simple. If you enjoy coloring and coloring books, go do that. It doesn't have to amount to anything. It's just about getting your energy moving, getting that passion started for whatever it may be. There's this thing that's coming up talking about communication being stagnant. So if you feel like you've been alone and you haven't talked to anybody in a long time, go call somebody. You know, and just have a short conversation. Or if you go to the store, you know, talk to the person in line next to you. Just say hi. You know, start small. Get the energy moving in whatever way you can. And if we're talking longer term, say like through life, you know, say you're at a certain part of your life where a phase has ended and you feel like you don't know what to do next, move the energy there. Allow yourself to be reborn and rebirthed and be a fresh new baby and start something new again. It's okay wherever you are. There's going to be more passions and more desires for you to go on and keep co-creating your life. Keep being called to the next thing or to the next part of the same thing. You know, there's always movement to this is movement is momentum. Momentum is expansion, you know, and that's the purpose of all existence, is expansion of the universe. And this is our part in expanding the universe, is allowing ourselves to move towards what we desire. Did you know that? It's about our part in the expansion of this entire universe is to experience something, decide that you want something, and then allow yourself to go towards it. Yeah, deep. Okay, so this is the Tarot Talk too about moving on, moving energy, and in the big picture expansion of the universe. We play a very, very important role with our physical lives. Okay? All right. So I hope you enjoyed this. I will see you next time. Thank you for watching. And yeah, bye.